What's up, Fit Fam? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we have a walking pad here in my house. It was a toss-up between a treadmill and a walking pad, and frankly I don't have the space for a treadmill or a full-size treadmill in my house, in the gym. Frankly, I'm just out of space completely, and I didn't really know if it was something that I'd use, if it's something that I needed. Is it really something that I need? Probably not. But is it something that I'll use? Potentially. Now, I opted for the GYMAX walking pad because of a couple reasons. So the one that I had originally picked out, it did not go fast enough for me. So the max speed on the other one was only like 3.5 miles an hour, and I wanted to progress in my jogging. If you guys remember a few videos ago, I never got to experience running or jumping, things like that, when I went to PT for my last knee surgery because it was too painful. And so I thought that this was a good way to kind of grow, you know, progress. Now, I have everything brought up here on my cell phone so I can tell you about it. I purchased this off of Amazon with all of my own money. It is not a paid for review in the least, which would be nice because, you know, this stuff is kind of expensive. But anyways, I purchased this off of Amazon. It does come in various colors. I opted for the gold because I love gold. Everything out in my gym is pretty much gold for the most part. Now, the one thing that was huge for me is this walking pad can go up to 7.5 miles an hour. Now, because I haven't learned to really run, I mean, if there was a bear chasing me, absolutely, I think I could probably run. But day-to-day jogging, if I wanted to go out for a run, I just don't think that's in the cards for me. So I think this is a good way to progress into maybe jogging for, like, you know, leisure or something like that. So this is ideal. Now, this is very heavy. It's bulky. Yes, it does fold up and it can slide under things, but I think the average person would really struggle with this if you weren't maybe a weightlifter. Now, I'm a weightlifter. I'm not lifting anything huge lately by any means, but it was a struggle for me to get this out of the box and get it put together. And the wheels on it are kind of dainty, I guess, if that's what you want to call them. They kind of suck. The wheels could definitely be a little bulkier so that they actually roll. This thing doesn't roll at all. It's quite obnoxious. I really needed something that I could potentially learn how to run on. I was a little nervous about the size of it. Not this one per se, but a walking pad in general. I didn't know if it was going to be wide enough. I tend to kind of weave a little bit when I'm on a treadmill, and you know, I don't want to trip and fall off of it, but I guess if I'm at my house, then nobody knows. Now, the running or the walking part of it is 16 inches wide, so I think that's okay. Again, if you're a weaver like me, it could potentially cause a problem, but I think if you are paying attention, it should be okay. Comes with the remote. It was a huge pain in the butt for me to link the remote to this thing. I struggled with it. I watched somebody else's how-to video, and it was just not working for me. It took forever, a lot longer than it should have, but we got it all hooked up. It does come with an app. Am I going to use the app? Probably not, because this is just like a leisure thing. I'm not running for like a marathon or, you know, anything like that. This is basically just to teach me how to jog or get me in the motion of jogging and moving and all of that. So for me, I don't really need an app, but it is available if something like that interests you. Now, the original walking pad that I had in my Amazon cart that I wanted did not come with a handle. This one came with a handle, does not give you the option to not have one, and frankly, I'm kind of glad that it does, because like I mentioned, I'm a weaver, you know, so having something I can grab real quick is probably best for me, considering I've had so many knee surgeries, and in case my leg decides to give out, it's probably best that I do have one. Not to mention, it has this little thing here, which is loose, by the way. I forgot to tighten it. But I can set my phone on it, you know, so that way you can do the whole app situation with your remote. You can put that up there, It also has an emergency stop. Like that. Little dangerous, but there's that. So now that I almost killed myself on this here walking pad, I'm going to attempt to see how it feels, like jogging, you know. I'm not gonna get wild and crazy because like I said, I'm working up to it, but let's give it a try, you know. Like, I need to make sure that this thing is sturdy. I think I'm well past the point of the return date, but I mean, we'll give it a shot. All in all, I'd say that this is probably a decent walking pad. I had it going up to 4 miles an hour and it seemed fairly quiet, like it didn't creak or groan or didn't feel like it was going to fall apart. I'm about 140 pounds, so this seems to be fairly okay for me. I do have it on some level ground. You know, want to make sure that that is something that you do have. It does not incline or anything like that, so just keep that in mind that this is a flat surface only walking pad. It was like around $200 to $219 or something like that. I do see that they have a 10% off coupon that I don't think I got when I bought mine, but like I said, I got this off Amazon. I'll link it down in the description box below if it's something that interests you. It does have its pros and it does have its cons, kind of like anything. I have no idea where I'm gonna put this because like I said, the wheels on it are they're kind of janky. You know, they're too small, so it doesn't roll worth a crap. It might just be mine, I don't know. It just doesn't roll very well, so sliding it under my bed is not going to be ideal for me because I'm basically just gonna scratch my floor trying to pull it in and out. So propping it up against a wall is probably gonna be my best bet, like behind my bedroom door maybe. I'm not really sure. Will I use this? Gosh, I hope so. For $215, I really hope that I get some use out of it. I think it's going to be good for me though to have as an option while I'm trying to learn how to jog or to run or something like that, because it is something that I need to do. It's been long enough where I haven't been doing something like that. So I do think that this is going to be good for me long term if I can get motivated enough to use it. I'm gonna link this down in the description box below. Let me know if you have a walking pad at home. Do you like it? Is it something that you use often? I don't know much about them. So I did a little research, you know, found one that hopefully is going to work for me a little bit long term. And it's not like super expensive, so you're not putting like $1,000 into a treadmill that's just gonna like sit in the corner of your house and collect clothes. This is something that I did spend, you know, a decent amount of money on, but it's not going to break the bank, if that makes sense. So that's what we got for today. I think it's not bad. I really hope that I use it because I buy a lot of stuff that I just don't use. So if you guys like this review, don't forget to give this a thumbs up, as well as tap that subscription button, and I'll catch you next time.